Hello everyone, my name is Antonina and I'm the founder and director of the Image of Africa. We are a relatively young company, 2 years old, but we have been creating something very special over the period of this time, over this 2 years. We already had clients and most of the clients were photographers. I personally manage all of the bookings and all of the inquiries. We have a small team. We have a team of the operation manager, which is Barongo, and my working partner, my main working partner, his name is Barongo, Godfrey Barongo. And he's managing usually things on the ground. So when it comes to camping or facilitation of your food, anything that is related to operations, he's doing that. He's behind the scenes sort of thing. But he's really big addition to the company. What I'm doing is I am managing all the bookings, all the inquiries, and then talking to people and try to make them feel comfortable in the area where they may not feel comfortable, right? When you come the first time, if it's first time you come to Africa, then you obviously have some, feel uncomfortable. And my job is to make you feel comfortable here. And my job is also to make sure that you are safe and as well as educated about the country and its customs and traditions, whatever, depending on the tour. If it's no matter whether it's a cultural tour or whether it's a wildlife tour, we are always looking for off the beaten path routes. I am myself a photographer, and I have a portrait and fashion photography background. I've been working as a photographer and doing my own personal projects as well. For around 15 years by now. So when it comes to light and if there is no tour leader around, I am the one who can guide you through the light shadow situations, the best light options, the camera equipment and everything else like that, which lens to choose, which lens to not choose, to how to photograph, especially people, because I've been working with people for a long time. Initially, I started with photographing models doing models portfolio, and usually the portraits were very natural, and I use natural lights. I don't like personally strobes, no artificial light. It always was and is natural, as well as models were all natural, no makeup and everything else. So that was my thing that defined me, sort of, or maybe different from other photographers, right? I did shoot editorials as well, which is storytelling, which is another part of photography, because photography is a big thing currently, and it can be portraits, it can be wildlife, it can be landscape, and it can be storytelling as well. Storytelling can include documentary photography. So if you are, or if I am guiding you, if you're going to Tanzania for a specific purpose, I can obviously guide you through the process of approaching the cultures. If you're going for cultural tours or trips, if you're going for wildlife, I can guide you, or me, and our guide, wildlife guide, driver guide, because they're all very ethical in what they're doing. And the company's purpose, the company's goal, is to educate people about the sustainable tourism and sustainable travel, because it's very important, especially when it comes to wildlife, because sometimes people preach the rules, which is not ethical, and we try to be as ethical as possible. And the company is special, I think, is because it's my baby. I'm like started it and I'm developing it into something bigger. We don't want to be big. We don't want to have like many cars in our fleet and everything. We want a personal approach, and we are still doing that. A personal approach to every single guest, and meet them personally, talk to them personally, discuss the itineraries, discuss carefully what they need, what they don't need, sort of like making them feel comfortable, as if they not like making them feel close and making them feel safe. That's one of the priorities. I have been living here for 4 years already. I have been traveling all around the country, and if there's any question or anything else I can answer. I've been to parks numerous times, and to different locations, properties as well, camps, lodges. So I can obviously recommend all of these things. If you have any question in regards to the vaccines or whatever, we always provide this information. We never leave our clients, our guests on their own, and that's our strength. Our strength, another one of our strengths, is that we are providing off the beaten track and looking for ways to give the guests an ultimate experience in the wilderness. So wilderness is not just wilderness. Wilderness is the whole ecosystem. So it's not just a giraffe or elephant or buffalo or leopard. It's the whole ecosystem, and we want our guests to experience that, the whole ecosystem in connection, by driving them the off-beaten track routes, by introducing them to the parks and giving them necessary information, even historical facts about the places that they visit. I personally, myself, I can guide photography when it comes to photography, but we also have tour leaders that are well-known and renowned photographers that shoot for National Geographic and other renowned publications, such as New York Times. And I can't even say, like all New Yorker, all the famous, magazines and whatever. They are very experienced, and they come here to show you guys how to, not to show you how to do something, because everyone has their own way of photographing, but meeting them and talking to them, discussing photography with them, and discussing the photography problems, current problems, contemporary photography issues, and connecting it with wildlife or portraits or whatever it is, psychological even way when it comes to cultural way, and psychologically how to approach people, how to deal with their psychology, even because each and every one of us has different views, opinions, and when you approach the tribes, for example, you have to mind some aspects of their psychology as well. So we all talk about it, we all prepare the guests as well. Also, when it comes to the trips with tour leaders, me personally, I do meet people at the airport myself. I always trust myself in booking process. That's why we are small. We have a person who is responsible for our accountant, for our financial issues like accounts and everything else. We have operation manager, we have the car, we have the guides that are carefully selected for you. And so if you choose us, I'm sure, and I'm pretty more than sure, that you will have a great time here in Tanzania, no matter what you choose, what route you choose, what itinerary you choose. It's going to be unforgettable, believe me. And also, me, myself, as a person, I just want to tell you about a little bit about myself. I am in a way, missing these 80s, 70s, because I read a lot of books, and they describe safaris in 70s, 80s, and how incredible it was staying in the middle of the bush with no cars around, and all of this. Right now, you can hardly avoid staying with no one, but we still, because I'm so sort of nostalgic, even though I wasn't doing that at that times in the 70s, 80s, but I'm nostalgic for these times. And when it comes to safaris, I always try to keep in mind all of those old school safaris, especially for people who are not the first time in Africa, to experience this incredibly diverse landscape, cultures, and wildlife, and all of those things. So welcome to the Image of Africa team. We are currently working on more itineraries to offer you and more places to visit for you. But be sure that if you book with us, you will never regret. And it's my responsibility to say that. And because I am passionate about it, my team is passionate about it. And when you do something that you love doing, and when you want to share that with other people, that's the main point. I basically, that says everything. And that's what we are trying to do here. So guys, don't be afraid to ask questions. Write us email, shoot us a message in WhatsApp. We are always here for you. And yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to say, just introduction. Thank you so much for your time, for listening to me, and have a great day or night. And I hope to see you in Tanzania soon. Bye-bye.